All right, guys, tap the screen for hearts. My name is Ryan, and I'm going to give you a 60-second tip that will help you understand exactly what your people want you to be scoping on. I'm going to do it using full scope. I teach businesses and brands how to use live stream to get more customers. To learn more about that, you can go to Livestream Blueprint. Let me give you the tip really quick. So all I'm doing here, hey rockers, what's going on? So all I'm doing here is I'm going into my full scope account, and I am going here to where it says average viewing time. I'm going over a certain date as long as I possibly can. Courtney, how's it going? And you can see here, one of the things that I really look at, in addition to the number of viewers, is I look at the average viewing time here. And when I hover over these bars, you can see here that the average viewing time for the replay viewers is way up on some of these scopes. Hey, what's going on, Mike? And you can see here that one of the things that I just talked about, how to pull people using Chatterbox last night, had a lot of average viewing time on the replay. So I think that's a pretty high correlation there to what people want to hear me talk about there. So that's my 60-second tip. Obviously, you know, we want to create really amazing content. I can also look at things like engagement rating, which is a combination of average viewing time, comments, hearts, and all the other stuff. Thank you, Lynn, so that's my tip. I held true to what I said I was going to do, which is to give you a tip in less than 60 seconds. Mike, I hope you saw it. I'm just resetting here my account. You can see here's my engagement rating, and you can see here I'm using full scope. You can go to fullscoperyan.com to get an account. It's totally free. And you can see here I'm looking at my engagement rating. This was my scope day engagement rating, Mike. If you want to invite your followers to see this, you can see here the engagement rating was through the roof for my scope day scope. There's my scope day catch rate there, and you can see here that I've got another really engaging scope. How many scopes do you do? I've done over 370 scopes and periscopes. I do one a day, and the one that I talked about today, to find out what people want me to talk about, you can see that I can look at my replay viewers time in red here, and you can see that if I have a lot of replay viewers, you can see that it goes way up. I mean, on this one, and then on this scope right here, it was way up when I did an interview, which is another really good tip. Thanks Scope Day for inviting followers. My name is Ryan. I teach businesses and brands how to use live streaming and Periscope to just to get more customers, and I also talk about gadgets a lot. So what I'm using is I'm using full scope. I know that Mike just invited some followers. I'll just turn it around. So one of the problems is a lot of times scopers and live streamers don't know exactly what to talk about on their live streams. And so to solve that problem, to know exactly what to talk about, what you can do is, hey Montreal, thanks for inviting followers. What you can do to get around that, I'm just going to put my Olo clip on here so you can get a little bit better perspective of me and my office here, is you can use a tool like Full Scope in order to determine what the engagement rating is, and also look at the average viewing time. So, and that will tell you a really good indication. Let me just show you here. Hey, thanks. If you're not following, go ahead and follow. And let me just show you. So I'm using Full Scope right here, and this is in beta, but you know, you can get all this information totally free. Here's the average viewing time, and that's the tab that I'm looking at right now. And the engagement rating, you can look at the number of viewers, you can look at the engagement rating, you can look at the comments, you can look at the hearts, you can look at the shares, the screencasts, or the screenshots that people do. And what's really cool, you can see all my scopes here, and I'm just scrolling down here. You can also see who my #1 followers are in terms of all of those variables that I just showed you. Thanks Nick for sharing this. And what's really cool is you can see all my scopes here over time, and you can put in a certain from date and a to date here, and then you can refresh the chart. I just am looking back for like the previous 2 or 3 weeks. I do a scope about every day, and I've seen this app through a scope. Yeah, and so what's really cool is, thanks Courtney for sharing on Twitter, and you can see here that this particular scope, you can see the live viewers average time viewing was right there, and then on the replay, the average time was way up. So that gives me a really good indication of the interest in that particular scope topic. Can you see who has watched your scope online on this page? You can go here to viewers, and you can see right here, see where it says web viewers? You can see right here, you can see how many web viewers I had. You can see I had 200 web viewers right here for this particular scope, which was the scope day scope. Can you show me again? I don't know what you want me to show you. Hey Jenny, how's it going? Isn't that cool? So you can see how many web viewers there were, you can see how many replay viewers there were, and how many live viewers there were. You can see I had 770 live. That was someone else. Oh, okay, awesome. Thank you for inviting followers and for sharing. And so that's the viewers. Here's the engagement rating, which is another really good tool. Obviously, it's a, and I don't know if it's not obvious, but it's a combination of looking at average viewing time. Show the name of this again. Oh, this page is called Full Scope. And no, thank you, Emperor Scope. Nice. Thanks again, Mike, for sharing the broadcast. And you can see here that basically I'm at fullscope.tv. You can go to Full Scope Ryan to sign up in order to get access to this. Totally. The tip, just to reset really quick, just learned about polls on Google. That's awesome. Yeah, Mark shared. Oh, let me show you that really quick. I'm just going to reset here. Hey, Simon, I met you on Scope Day. Thanks a lot, brother, for jumping back in here. And I'm just using Full Scope here to show you a really quick tip here on how to identify what people want to hear from you in terms of scoping. You can see I'm looking at the different scopes that I have here. Thank you, Equine. Thanks for jumping on. Hey, Michael, does it have a tab for how many people you blocked? No, it doesn't. Somebody's asked that. We are going to track how many additional followers you get for each scope that you do, which would be another good number or variable just to look at. And you can see here, when I see a big jump here in the replay viewers average time, that gives me an indication of the interest that people had in that particular topic. That's so flipping cool. You find, oh, thanks. Now, Greg, check this out. Scope Day was great. Hopefully you saw my scope last night. Really quick, one more thing, guys. And if you haven't seen this, I'm going to give you another free little tip here. Check this out. Now I'm going to poll you guys, and I'm going to go here. Let me go here, and I'm going to go here to, hold on one second, guys. You're going to really like this. I found out about this last night. It's a new tool that is called Chatterbox, and I'm going to poll you guys really quick. Okay, so this is the app here. It's an extension on Google Chrome, and I'm going to turn on Chatterbox, and I'm going to turn on the polling info, and I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you like analytics? Yes or no? And I'm going to type in yes, and then option 2 is no. Do you like, I'm going to start polling, just type in, and you'll see this live. Yes, Jenny put in live. Now watch this, this is really cool. Love new toys to play with? Yes, yes. Now watch this, watch, I'm polling the audience here. Now hopefully it's going to turn, it's connected. I'm, hold on one second, I might have to refresh. Oh, reset, let me see. Because right now, of course, the one time that, here, you know what, I might have to refresh my screen here. Hold on one more second. Darn it, I think I have to refresh my screen here. Okay, there. Oh, wait, I gotta be on a 60 sec, here we go. This is the one. Okay, I gotta be in the scope on here. Okay, hold on. There. Oh, wait. Hold on, I gotta turn off 1 second. Sorry.
This is the one.
I'm just learning this tool.
I gotta be in the scope on here. Okay, hold on.
Okay, so let me turn down the audio. Okay. So watch this. Analytics, I'm showing you guys another tool here. I think this is really cool. So there's your comments. Okay, so you can actually scroll through comments for the I did the mute. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again. Yes. And then no. Okay, so here's the question is do you like analytics? Yes or no? And I'm gonna start the poll. And all you gotta do is go to your particular Periscope account. Okay, now watch. It should start, there you go. Now you can see how the polling is starting to happen here. We got 6 people that say yes. Nobody said no. 100% of people said yes. Alex said no. Let's see if his shows up here and when it actually shows up. Okay, there's one. There's Alex's one right there that just showed up. Okay, Miri said no. Dean said no. We got a bunch of no's. Okay, so they're starting to be tallied here. So how cool is that? Okay, so not only that, but what's really cool is I can actually scroll through for the first time. You will never miss any of your comments. So while you're live, okay, very cool. What is it? It's so this is actually, thanks for inviting followers, Alex. So Jenny, this is really cool. It's called Chatterbox, and it's just, if you go into Chrome and you go to the top here, so you gotta go into download Chrome browser, and you go here to extensions, then basically what you do is you just load Chatterbox. You scroll all the way down to the bottom. You gotta go down here to where it says get more extensions, and then you just search for Chatterbox. You install it, and then when you go to here, let me go back. Where did it go? Oh, when you go to, I did not create this. It's a really cool tool. So when you go to your landing page on Periscope, so it's just periscope.tv and whatever your whatever your username is, I don't think you can get it on your phone, okay? But what's really cool is that now you have the ability to be able to poll people live. Do a poll for Coke or Pepsi. Yeah, we did that last night. Yeah, thanks, Greg. So it is not case sensitive. It is not case sensitive. Anyway, I hope that I just bonus tip there on just an idea. I wanted to give you a little bonus just to kind of show you something that I learned last night on a blab when I was talking to Mitch Jackson. I got to give credit where credit's due. Mitch Jackson's awesome. He's the you can find him at streaminglawyer.com. Jenny, awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. What's really cool is that now, or private to Scoper. So let me just reset. Again, my name is RyanSteinolfson. I teach businesses and brands how to get more customers using live stream. And what you missed the meat. So let me just give you a reset here. So what I started talking about is how I use full scope. I use the analytics, the full scope analytics, to identify who the people are that are or people are engaging with my scopes. So here, let me go back to full scope here, and what I look at is I look at the average viewing time, and if my average viewing time on the replay is a lot higher than my live viewers, then that gives me an idea of which scopes are really the best ones, which scopes I want to redo, what people want to hear about. Does that make sense? So, and then obviously I can use, the engagement rating, and for each scope. This one obviously has a huge engagement rating. I can use the comments. Can scopes be too long? Well, that's a great question. I mean, I stay in. It's really good feedback. Yes, it is. I stay in as long as I have people. I mean, that are in here. Obviously, I had, hey, Kathy, you got to watch the replay on this. I talked about 2 things. I talked about full scope. Watch the catch and replay, or fast forward to about 3/4 of the way through, where I talk about the polling feature. And she's going to get together with you. Check this out, Kathy. This is really cool. I was on a blab last night. By the way, I'm one of the featured blabs. It's pretty cool. But check this out really quick. Yeah, Jenny, really, really interesting. Check this out, Kathy. I want you to see this. Okay, here is there a suggested length for scopes? No, I give my meat right up front so people don't have to wait. Look at this. There's a Chatterbox extension for Chrome that will allow you to poll your audience live on Periscope. Okay? How cool is that? Arvin, what's going on, brother? Depends on type of scope. It does. Thank you, Equine. I just kind of, I bounce around. And the other really cool thing, and Alex Pettit talked about this yesterday, what's up? Thanks, Ryan. Nice to see you. All right. Thanks, Courtney. Thanks for jumping in. That is awesome for market research, isn't it, Kathy? I know you do a lot of, if you're not following Kathy, she's awesome. Go follow her. And you can see that I can also scroll through all the comments. Not bad. All you got to do, Kathy, is check this out. You can just go, all you got to do is go to periscope.tv/whatever your username is. You've got to have Chatterbox installed. Here's the Chatterbox extension right here. That's it. That's how it shows up. When you go to your landing page on Periscope, you just click this button. This little Chatterbox box pops out. Write nice things, everyone, right? And then what happens is then you can click the poll feature and you can ask one question or another. Now watch, I can reset the poll and I could ask Coke or Pepsi and I could start polling. And it's not case sensitive or anything like that. And you can hide the comments. You can turn the comments on or off. You can turn the video on or off. So that's kind of freaky, right? Because it's not very delayed. I mean, that's pretty amazing. You can see how there's only like about a 1 or 2 second delay. Now wait, I gotta put in, hold on. COKE, let me just start it again. PEPSI. And this is the answer to your question about how long scope should be. You just go, for as long. Now I'm starting the poll. So you guys, if you want to start, okay, Coke. So Maury just did Coke. You can see there. Now you can see Pepsi. So there, boom, yours just showed up. Now there's Pepsi starting to show up. Good, Pepsi. You can see, 2 people, 3 people here. I love the new water, right? Exactly. So anyway, that's pretty cool, right? That's pretty slick. Hey Emil, what's going on? I got you live on one of my shows. Thanks, Kathy, for sharing. I'm staying a little bit longer, but I just I thought you'd really like that. Mind blown, right? Yeah. Come on, Kathy. I got all the gadget new info. I stay pretty well connected. So, all right, guys. Hey, Kathy, check out the new digs here. Say hi, Emma. She's on. I will credit you when I mention this. Oh, thanks. Well, coolness. Yeah, this is the new. It's a shared office space, and so anyway, it's kind of cool. Oh, check it out. Oh, Kathy, you'll like this. Kathy, check this out. Okay. There, so Jacob Sapochnik is one of the streaming lawyers out there. He's one of the investors here. Now this space right here, I've already got my light kit right there, and check this out. They've already got all the foam here to put on the ceiling to make it totally insulated. Hey, no doubt. Thanks, Montreal. So check it out. This is going to be a podcasting room and a live streaming room. You can close the doors here, and we're gonna have the Apple TV right up there. We're gonna be able to podcast, stream. Really, it's gonna be cool. They're letting me basically buy all the stuff, all the gadgets that I want to buy, all the best stuff. So because Jacob Sapochnik does a lot of podcasting. Can you set up a live pool featuring using just a smartphone with a PC or Mac? Yes, you can. Podcast live streaming, Geek Paradise, right? So cool. You are a lean live streaming machine. Yes, thank you. And so there's another one. So there's two. So if one wasn't enough, you got 2 of them. There's a little space here to chow down, and then you've got all these other cubicles here for the rest of my team. They haven't showed up yet. I'm the first one here, and what's really cool is it's right here in Hillcrest. You gotta come down and check it out with Darcy. This is San Diego. It's just north of downtown in a little suburb called Hillcrest. Chow space, right? So just a really cool little space, and there's gonna be like a ping pong table over there, and they got whiteboards right here. There's one right there. One right there. So, I still have some of my whiteboard stuff up here from a scope that I did last night, live streaming Facebook strategy. So, yeah, Emil, you got to check it out. There's Jacob right there. Jacob, you want to? I got 75 people on. So yeah, so this is Jacob.
Oh, nice.
So I was just talking about Jacob.
How's it going, guys?
So I was just showing everybody around that. Check this out.
Okay.
So I did you can poll now on Periscope. So I was just I just did a poll on Periscope. So here, wait, let me see what people are saying. If you like that space, you need to check out Foundry Club. Okay. Hey Jacob, Michael says hi.
Hey Michael, how are you?
Okay. Jenny says hi. Nice office, looks relaxing setup. Do you wanna say anything to the people that are here? I just did a little.
Absolutely.
Here you go. I'll let you take the mic. So tell people what.
First of all, good morning, everybody. Well, this is it's kind of like a project. Hey guys, it's kind of a project that started, kind of, three friends sitting in a coffee shop writing down some ideas on a piece of paper, and then the next thing you know, we're running around town looking for office space, so we can create a space for people to work together, kind of like a community. And then we came up with this idea, just to, the idea is to actually help the members. Hey, London. So, just, there's somebody here in London, right? So the idea here is that if you want to work in San Diego, all you have to do is log in, reserve your space, or tell us that you're coming, and the network will be ready for you when you get to San Diego. So that's kind of the goal here, is empower these people from all over the world.
So like Kathy Hackle is in town from Florida.
Okay, she's the Periscope Summit lady.
Yes.
She's here in San Diego?
She's actually on the scope right now.
Hey Kathy, why don't you bring her here?
So Kathy, if you're still
Yeah.
on, come on down and say hi to Jacob. We're at
1228 University
Avenue.
Yeah.
So come on down and say hi to Jacob. Check out, it's a co-working space.
Yes.
And Kathy, you can get a lot of work done here. Maybe you and Darcy can meet
Absolutely.
down here, because I know Darcy wanted to meet with you about interior design.
Yeah, why don't you tell Kathy that we're offering is
Yep.
is that Kathy?
No,
Yeah.
Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah.
1228 University Avenue.
Yep.
And tell Kathy that we'll, because she's part of the Scope community, we're gonna give her a free usage of the space while she's in town.
Yep, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So
I said it verbally. If you didn't hear me, then you lose it.
are you hiring like 23? Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
awesome, guys. So thanks for joining. I mean, just to reset, my
Yeah.
name is RyanSteinolfson, otherwise known as Periscope Ryan. I just did gave some tips, a really quick tip on how to determine what your people, what your tribe wants to hear from you in terms of information, and I use Full Scope to show that. And then I talked a little bit about Chatterbox and how you can do a poll, and a lot of how you can poll your audience. And then Jacob just walked into the office, and so I figured I'd do an impromptu little interview. So thanks guys for attending. Mike, thanks for jumping in. I know Mike, I think he's the 42nd member of the LinkedIn team.
Okay.
And he's the guy who put on Scope Day, so
Nice.
he invited a lot of people. Thanks for the useful info.
Maybe what we can do is, since we're live, why don't we organize some sort of a live scoping event from here?
Yeah.
That can be broadcast everywhere, and we announce it.
So there's Mike right there. He's the 43rd person brought on LinkedIn. Now he's the guy who started. So we could do a
Like a scope hub.
like
It's a scope hub and the idea is that people will share their best tips, depending on what they like.
Yeah.
Whether they're designers or lawyers or accountants, we'll be able to share ideas while we're doing this live and kind of answer questions and
sounds
from here.
sounds cool. We could.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? We'll let that marinate a little bit. Mike
Put
did.
signs on the streets and pull people in here.
Mike did a phenomenal job. I mean, if there's any like blueprint for doing that, it would be just Mike and what he did for Scope Day. I mean, he had cumulatively, they had over 1 million hearts. They had 60 people scoping. They had over 32,000 viewers live.
Wow.
Throughout the day.
Impressive.
So Mike, great job. A lot of people have been giving you accolades in this scope, and I was one of the featured scopers. I scoped from La Jolla. I caught 2 waves in La Jolla Cove.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday?
No, this is on Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. So 32,000 viewers, and there was over 2,500 screenshots over the day that were, and all this data was kept track of on no, it was actually on Full Scope, which is right here. So this is Full Scope. You can look at my, and I'll show you. I showed you guys. You can see look at how many more people that I had on my scope when I did the scope day scope.
I see.
I mean, so
Because of the global reach.
yeah, I mean, and I'll show you guys. Watch this. Look at the increased number of people that I had, and actually the average person that participated in the scope. Not that gaining followers is everything, but there were some people that gained over 3,000 followers just for participating in Scope Day. I know I that I gained 250 followers myself. The next one, Mike, when's the next one? Let us know when the next one is. I'm looking for a good mic and win. This is a great, Simon, this is a phenomenal, the Rode Smart Lav Plus, and if anybody wants to know, you can just go to Periscope Ryan. I've got all the links there. I've got an Amazon store right there. Could you tweet all those brilliant Scope Day stats so I could, it's actually, if you go back, Lapswood, if you go back, go check out my, Ben, hey, go back and look at my tweets. Okay, only 36 of 62 were using full scope. The numbers are high. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that, Mike. There's only 36 of only half of the scopers. So we almost had probably, hey, Mr. Singh in the house. How's it going? How's it going, brother? So anyway, I'm gonna wrap this one up. My arm is about to fall off here, and I put my nice. You always get great comments on these. So,
Best one to end this.
Right? Great one. Hey, Mike, when are you going to do your next one? You didn't answer that. Mike is, I mean, just interesting, like his account for Scope Day grew to, I think he's got over 6,000 followers now in less than like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. He grew it to and what's interesting is Mike, when are you gonna do? Is there plans to do another one? Okay. So what was interesting is he created an account and he just let a lot of other people just scope from 7,450 people now, followers, and I think the account's only amazing. I am in San Diego, Damien. What's up? How's it going, brother? So, and hopefully you've been watching. This is Jacob. He's an attorney by day, owner of community down here. It's a mini Scope Day in Australia. Okay, awesome. That's coming up. Okay, love Scope Day. Yeah, Ben, it was awesome. Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump. Thanks for jumping on. Hopefully you got some really good ideas on how to use full scope and analytics to determine what your audience wants to see from you and wants to learn from you, and just based on what your past scopes, how you did on your past scopes, and then also go try out the extension Chatterbox so you can do some polling. So. In your scopes. Really, really cool. Check the replay, watch my catch, and I will talk to you soon. You want to say anything?
Guys,
all right.
Thanks for watching, and if you're in San Diego, please visit community.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Awesome.